Corey Shepherd, he has out-qualified James Scott the last 2 weeks and almost brought it home last week. He ended up fourth after the last couple of laps, having a bit of a moment there where he went wide and missed the corner and then had to bail out and they got past him. But, you know, this young man is super impressive. The maturity that he is just developing when it comes to racing is absolutely phenomenal for his age. Can't wait to see what he does. But Corey Shepherd now on his flying lap. He's the second last car to go out. Dyson is at a 1:18.81 in the Simrigs DPR car. What will the Mr. Antenna Falcon do? We'll have to find out as Corey Shepherd now comes into the first corner. Gets that one done clean. Look how close he is to the wall too, using everything up. Doesn't grab his mum any flowers. He gets close though. Almost could have. Just trying to keep it smooth. Shepherd needs to bring this one home. If he can get a 1:18, which he did a 1:18.14 as he goes close to the wall. He did a 1:18.14 in the previous qualifying. Slides the car out. So now starting to get that confidence up, building the momentum. Hard on the brakes here.
It's not a Falcon, Matty. It's a Mustang.
Oh, Mustang, you know, like it's a Ford. I got a halfway there, didn't I? Right manufacturer. Here we go. Corey Shepherd now going down the Seaside Way, down the back straight basically. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 corners left to go in this one. 4 corners. A right-hander. He'll have a double left-hander here, and then it's the hairpin right-hander to finish things off. Hugs that corner down. He'll be back to first gear. Needs to get right up close. This one's looking good. 2 purple sectors in this one. This could happen. We're looking for a 1:18. He needs to beat a 1:18.81. Corey Shepherd comes around to complete his single lap qualifier here, the second last car to do so. And he's going to P1, a 1:18.63. Scott leads. Corey Shepherd within striking distance. Then we've got Andrew Dyson, Adam Briggs and Jordan Ross. They're your top 5 in the championship. We're about to get underway. Let's see what happens on the start, and let's see how they go into turn number 1. Will Corey Shepherd get the jump because he's had some good starts? Looking back there, shocking start from Brian Ford, was it? No, that might be Frog League Racing. So that's actually Logan Barnett, who's had not the ideal start after starting out P5, which has been a great start for him. Now let's check out the first corner. James Scott's out there on the outside. Corey Shepherd on the inside here, which might not help Damien Johnson, who's on the outside. They give each other room. That's nice as they get through there. They need to sort it out, though, before they hit this little roundabout, really, where they can grab some flowers. And it looks like we've got some smoke in the background. Not quite sure if we had any incidents. Cars rubbing a little bit of panel work here. They can brush the walls now. Now they can brush the walls. Let's have a look as they start to move up. Jordan Ross is up 7 positions. James Scott still leading us. Corey Shepherd not letting him go, though. Like, that's one thing I noticed this week is James Scott is not just walking away with that lead at all. Corey Shepherd definitely has the pace to stay with him. And if I was Corey after the last couple of weeks, James Scott has made a mistake. And it's happened more than twice, actually. It happened earlier in the season as well. So I think if you can just stay there and stay on the back of James Scott and keep pace with him, just hope that maybe something will happen as the Jinx Shifty safety car has been deployed. It is at pit exit, that sharp left-hand you got to take once you come down the pit exit. Right, restart that race anywhere there. I expect James Scott's going to go wide here. Oh, no, he pulls it in tight. He's
going to go now.
He's going to go now for sure, and he gets away, and Corey Shepherd will follow him. He's done a good job, Shepherd, there, not to let him get too far away, because James Scott has definitely dominated the restarts. Really knows where he can maximise the acceleration out of that car every time we get back underway with the race here in AOSC. And we get back into race conditions. We have 16 laps completed. We are on lap number 17 at the moment as they take off, and it's single file, which is probably a bit of a reprieve for some of these drivers who were caught up 2 and 3 wide trying to go into that roundabout there a little bit earlier. And as they head out now, though, it's a little bit of pressure off. Cars have had fresh tyres. They're fueled up, so they're going to be a bit heavier, you know, depending on what fuel load they took to start with. They're going to have a bit of weight in them, which will probably help them here on the street circuit. But especially seeing last week, he got P9. So if he can beat P9, that'll be pretty good for him, I reckon.
There you go. Safety cars in the lane. 17 laps to go. And slide from Shepherd. So this one is really curtailed in effort here. James Scott really gets let off the hook and allowed to run free. Shepherd really bogged that one down.
About breaking that aero too down the main straight, isn't it? Like if he can break that aero on the first lap, it's going to make. He's on the back of Dyson, and in front of him is his teammate. And if his teammate's in front of him, he knows he's somewhere in the top 10. It'd be uncharacteristic not to see Corey Shepherd up there as a lock up here, and Dyson with an opportunity. Oh, Shepherd, is he just succumbing to the pressure here? just wanting to get further up the podium. Like last week, we've seen him make that error in the final couple of laps, and Scott managed to get the lead back where he really shouldn't have. And Dyson goes to the outside. Shepherd has to be a little bit defensive on the inside here.
I wonder if Corey's hit the wall there somewhere, because he's just fallen 4 seconds back off James Scott. In the first couple of stints, he was right with him the whole way. So I'm interested to see why that suddenly that form has dropped off. But Dyson here looking really, really purposeful. Especially when you've got Corey Shepherd's teammate Brian Borg right behind you. So he's in a Premier Racing Team sandwich. He's made the move. And he's got through on the inside. He hasn't waited for the corner to be right. He's waited for the corner to be right around the hairpin, and he's making this drag race down the main straight.
Shepherd just went wide there. I don't know what it was, and then he just brushed the wall as well in the Mr. Antenna car. So maybe that damage is, maybe he's got a turned steering wheel or something. Maybe some issues with the steering there at the moment, or maybe he's had a failure in his sim, because that's not what he wants to see. And as we know, the sim rigs DPR cars have been really good under race conditions when it comes to their setup. Corey Shepherd has a little bit of damage on the car, and he doesn't look like he's got the pace there as he just nudges the wall again to try and challenge, because you have to be so committed here to make a pass on this track. And under brakes, I would be very nervous to try and get a Dyson under brakes somewhere at the moment. Run home, and looks like the Logitech G AOSC Esports team will get another win. James Scott will make it 11 wins from 12 rounds here in AOSC S10, and what an amazing feat that is. Came out of pole position as well. Then it's back to Andrew Dyson, Simrigs DPR, Corey Shepherd, Brian Borg. We move on to third place tonight, and hard fought, and it is a street circuit, which always makes it tricky. But the young gun Corey Shepherd, you've joined us in the commentary box, mate. Not the P2 we thought you were going to come home with only 10 laps left, but you managed to get it home and get a podium finish.
Yeah, I was happy to finish on the podium. Yeah, the race was pretty good. Probably didn't have just enough pace to challenge James, but the car was good the whole way. And then on the last restart, I kind of lit him up a little bit and kind of had issues from there on. But yeah, it was a good race.
How do you find the street circuit compared to a racetrack?
It's definitely more tricky. There's a lot more on the line, so a lot more risk versus reward with all the walls and things, especially in qualifying. But yeah, they're really fun.
And I bet you it was nice to see Brian Borg in your mirrors this time, mate, to have him back up there in the top 5 again with you.
Yeah, it was. He did really well tonight. So yeah, it was a good result for the team.
Yeah, he's had a bit of a bad luck there, but yeah, look, mate, you grab yourself a heap of points there too, and you hold out Andrew Dyson at bay in the championship as well. A P3 behind him's not a bad finish, especially after last week, which was a bit unlucky for you. But congratulations to Mr. Antenna Mustang. Is there anything else anyone else you need to thank?
I need to thank my sponsor, Mr. Antenna, all the guys at Premier Racing Team, and you guys for putting on the broadcast.
Thanks, mate. Well, congratulations. You're really showing a lot of maturity in your racing now, and it's coming along. And mate, it's coming. The wins are coming. It's just got to hold on for them.
Hopefully. Thanks, guys.
Oh, there he is, Corey Shepherd coming in P3 tonight.